Hi, I'm David Saxby, the host of The Difference with Lion Dave, a show where we interview leaders of the pack, people who are making a difference in our community. And I want to encourage you to join us where we interview people who are making a significant difference in the world of giving and the world of charity. We look forward to having you on our show. Our guest today is Dr. Greg Powell, founder and CEO of Stars Air Rescue. Hi, Greg. Welcome to the show. Good to have you on the show.
Good to be here, David. Thank you.
So, Greg, what are you doing in the community now that gets you excited these days?
Well, many of the same things. As we talked about before, the Lions Club has been a big part of what I've been involved in for many years. And I've become a member, I've become a Lion, and I try to get to as many community activities as I can and volunteer where I can. On top of that, I had an episode a few years ago where I made a serious attempt to pass away, which fortunately I failed at. But it left me with a very heartfelt need to give back to the community as a whole, and that involved organ donation. So my wife and I participate very actively in trying to to engineer a better framework for organ and tissue donation in our province, which isn't that good. So we spend a lot of time at that. And I work on a hospice board, and I work with the Health Quality Council of Alberta.
And you said you were retired.
Well, that word seems to have lost some meaning for me. I don't know how it works. So that's what I'm up to.
Yeah. So on that note, what do you think is the big picture or the big lesson behind getting involved in the community and giving back?
Well, you know, this is a great time to answer that question, because the world is an interesting word, but the world is a very conflicted place right now. Between the pandemic and what's going on in the Ukraine, it's been absolutely amazing to see the community galvanize. The number of volunteers across the world who've started to participate and try to make things better where they have fallen apart has impressed me beyond belief. It really is a significant moment, putting aside all the negative things, but the positivity of the world galvanizing around the pandemic, Ukraine, and other not so great things about our society has been a marvel. So it's a good time to be involved as a volunteer and help those things along.
Absolutely. I think sometimes the crisis helps us become better people, build a better community, and so on. Yeah,
absolutely.
And who would you like to give a shout out to that's making a difference today in this community?
Well, you know, I have some allegiance to many people, and I have gratitude to many people who've helped me. But the one I'd really like to give a shout out to is The Rock, my wife. She is the lead volunteer in the organ donation advancement program.
Fantastic.
It's called the Alberta Organization Group, and she's done an absolutely marvelous job of pushing things along. She's embraced the community in all over Alberta and talks to almost every organization that might have anything to do with improving our situation in Alberta. So that's somebody I'd really like to give a pat on the back to.
Fantastic. I agree. I think she's done a tremendous job. I've heard a little bit about that. So Greg, I understand you're a golfer, and you're going to be joining us for the Lions annual Tournament of Dreams Golf Day.
Well, being a Lion and a golfer, what a pleasure. I look forward to being there and doing what I can to make that tournament go well. I'm talking to our local financial folks here about sponsoring a hole or something I can do beyond just swinging the club. You know, as you get older, you lose about 10 yards a year, so I got to actually participate soon.
I must be getting real old because I lose a lot of yards. Thanks again, Jay.
Well, you can always reach me to talk about any of these things at gpowell.dp@gmail.com or call my cell, 403-650-6140. Be a pleasure to chat.
So that was a great episode on our show, Making a Difference with Lion Dave. I want to thank Dr. Greg Powell for being our guest, and join us on the next episode.